Welcome to Smart Tech, the ultimate destination for enthusiasts of heavy equipment and cutting-edge agriculture machines. The corn combine will quickly separate the sweet kernels from the cobs, perfectly separating them into two separate sides. Smart technology will qualitatively and, most importantly, effectively watch the state of the soil around your trees, creating the ideal soil for their growth. This kind of waste paper and recycling baler is just the perfect device with which you can reduce the output volume up to 10 times. Not bad, right? Well, and as a consequence, save storage space and convenience for further transportation. You're insured of that. The working mechanism of a professional bending machine is precise and perfect. You can watch it work for a long time with interest and without taking your eyes off it. And here you can see how the single-row corn harvester works from another angle. As you can see, you don't have to work too hard. Clearing snowy sidewalks and parking lots manually is a thing of the past. Now you don't have to bend over with a shovel and strain your back. This compact snowplow robot will do all the dirty work for you. To make a new hole in the ground with the right diameter, a special attachment mounted on a Kubota track loader is ideal. Just look at the confidence with which the work is done. How nice it is to have a versatile helper with a gasoline engine that is both a compost spreader and a dry fertilizer device. Believe me, such a self-propelled cultivator is perfect for all homeowners and landscapers. The future has already come. Technology is developing so fast that soon manual labor will lose its relevance, especially if such robotic assistants on 4 legs are put into mass production. Think it's impossible to build the walls of a house on site in just one day? Not at all. The Hadrian X robot, which builds block structures from 3D CAD models, can do just that. Plus, it produces less waste than traditional construction methods, while significantly improving site safety. Rest assured, this construction machine with its huge extendable folding boom will reach to any highest object, accomplishing all tasks at the highest level. Can you imagine how much time and manual labor the new self-loading truck mixer reduces? Consider that all the dirty work will be done for you, and in the shortest possible time. AVR's large 4-row potato harvester, working in the field with Fisher Farm, lifts potatoes from the beds and prepares them for shipping to the store. And here's another robotic helper, a film stacker that will take good care of your future crops. You can rely on it. Spraying crops is a rather dangerous job for humans, as exposure to chemicals can cause serious health damage. To avoid this, the new Palo Verde robot was created. The radish harvester is so modernized that it will do everything for you. It will harvest the crop, irrigate the soil, and tie the vegetables into bunches at once. Well, isn't that a perfect helper? Harvesting peanuts is a 2-step process. So the peanut harvester first turns them upside down for a few days to allow the crop to dry well, and then the machinery harvests them completely. The John Deere 4730 with 80, 90, or 100-foot extendable boom has 245 horsepower. Such a productive behemoth is needed to give farmers the opportunity for high-speed work while maintaining comfort and ease of use. Well, and if nevertheless you are accustomed to controlling the snow plowing process, then such a smart machine with a blowing tube and a powerful engine will undoubtedly become your reliable companion. Human ingenuity, in fact, knows no bounds. It was necessary to modernize an ordinary tractor so steeply that it became the best tool of helping in winter fishing. Sometimes, no high-tech machine can compare to the inventions of people who really want to make their labor easier. And with this circular saw, these guys will surely succeed. This huge technological machine on 2 large tracks is ready to handle any work situation with excellence. Are you still struggling with harvesting logs for the winter? You shouldn't do that, because you already have a worthy option of machinery that can quickly cope with such a difficult but important task. Such a stone-crushing machine with self-loading bucket, an indispensable thing in the rapid production of quality concrete. When your brain generates various crazy ideas, you get the same crazy inventions. I hope that this handyman will at least manage to use his miracle machine for some worthwhile purposes. The powerful drain cleaning technology has indeed proved to be extremely effective. Now you don't have to worry about possible heavy downpours. You won't have to swim to work because of clogged drains. Robotic cleaning using blasting technology, including dry ice, is a very safe and effective method that is also gentle on the pipe surface. The very case when the usual motorcycle was not enough, and you decided to show all your creativity and imagination. However, for such maneuvers, you must have the perfect vestibular apparatus. Lawnmower Robot will save you from the need to drive a noisy gasoline machine around a yard every weekend, and all the hard-to-reach places will not be missed by such a helper. There is no impossible task for the crawler transporter. Moving a large construction machine in snowy off-road conditions is no problem. The soil preparation machine creates the perfect planting site for your future crop, and most importantly, quickly and accurately. I wonder how you imagine the construction of large bridges. Of course, in this difficult business, you cannot do without special construction equipment, which solves all the working moments from A to Z. It's not always easy to dig in the ground, trying to find the ripe harvest. But if you have such a ripper with a large rake, it's a done deal. The special mowing harvester not only perfectly harvests the crop, but also immediately prepares it for further harvesting and transportation. What could be more convenient? This multi-armed robot sees more than 90% of the fruit growing on the tree in just a fraction of a second, and it picks ripe apples much faster than plantation workers. No more straining when splitting wood. Simply place the wood under the rotating device and calmly control the process. Believe me, this machine with 2 knives will quickly pulverize anything that comes to its hand, and better and of higher quality than any chef, even the most renowned. This useful agricultural tool allows you to effectively control many processes in the planting field. You know what's the most interesting and impressive thing here? How exactly this complex mechanism works, rather than what it produces. The very case when one concrete pouring machine with a retractable boom did more than all those workers who were on the construction site at that moment. Although, to be honest, all of them were useful. A productive John Deere tractor is working hard in the field and actively harvesting carrots while we watch this video clip. What could be better than automated labor? Of course, work with a John Deere self-propelled forage harvester working in a cornfield. It's cool to have such a powerful and high-tech helper to help you when harvesting sugar beets, so you can relax and enjoy the process. This is a big and very cool rig. The tractor, together with a 39-inch cultivator, work in the field as one unit and do their job with quality. Well, why, one might ask, do workers need to invent a bicycle to perfectly perform their duties, if you can use a concrete leveling machine designed specifically for this purpose? Any modern technique is designed to optimize and facilitate your work, helping to perform, it would seem, even the most difficult and impossible tasks. One can guess how much time and manpower it would take to move all these logs to special loaders. Thankfully, there's special equipment for such purposes. Don't be surprised by what you see. For these guys, their labor is quite a common thing. After all, in a day they can twist hundreds of such parts with the help of a special machine, which in fact practically does everything itself. In the list of modern woodworking machines, there are a couple of types of devices for sawing logs into boards and planks. Perhaps the most popular of these is the bandsaw, which allows you to get the perfect wood density. See for yourself what it can do. These rotating parts of the big machine can definitely handle any kind of wood. Not a single log can escape from their tenacious clutches. To peel chestnuts quickly and without injuring your hands. Now, the most common reality. The main thing is to choose the right machine for their cleaning. With this wood sawing machine, you get perfect wood blades ready for further processing and use. Well, who among us likes to harvest corn manually, and then also to struggle with its annoying long roots? And so just once, a special technique, and the job is done. And again, the combine harvester takes up the task. As a result, the harvested, clean, juicy corn is almost ready for consumption. If only someone would boil it. As soon as you set the necessary parameters and settings, this mechanized hand for woodworking will fulfill all your wishes in no time. The self-propelled combine harvester with forks for weeding and loosening the soil will gladly do all the hardest work for you. All you have to do is start it. If you need to lay engineering communications, such as pipelines or cables, then without such a trencher, you certainly cannot do without it. The problem of snow on the fields is no longer a problem. With such powerful machinery, you no longer have to worry about the quality of your soil for your crops. A truly fascinating sight. The maneuverable and powerful Pro DX with its large hopper will harvest your entire crop quickly and efficiently, providing excellent speed and efficiency. You see a real robot transformer. The fact is that such a cool, modernized technique can easily turn even the largest logs into small chips, and in a fairly short period of time. The walking Menzi Muck M545 is not called a spider excavator for nothing. This machine offers an extraordinary range of possibilities thanks to articulated joints, extendable supports, stabilizers, buckets, and tilt supports. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this from farm vehicles, but this version, with track wheels, looks extremely unconventional and definitely sticks in the memory. No, This technique is not going to take over the world. On the contrary, it makes a great contribution to agriculture, using precision and technology to kill weeds with heat energy. Undoubtedly, this is the best method of collecting cow's milk there can be. Not only is the milking high quality and productive, but most importantly, the animal is happy and content. When a real robot professional takes on apple picking, you can rest assured that the job will be done to the highest standard. It seems that agricultural drones have reached a new level. Now, one such device can serve large land areas, accomplishing its tasks extremely efficiently. We should give an award to whoever came up with this innovative and cool method of spraying on farm plots. Just imagine how much time can be saved. Thanks to the machine with this folding umbrella tarpaulin, you can easily pick fruit even in the most irregular places. And all thanks to the use of gentle tree-shaking technology. Do you think it's extremely difficult to uproot and replant an already mature large tree? For some techniques, there are no barriers. This model of woodworking machinery qualitatively performs not only logging wood, but also immediately gets rid of branches and cuts it into bars of a certain size. Very convenient. What else can I say? The automatic manual harvester professionally cuts the crop and at the same time ties it into easy to collect and transport kind of sheaves. Now, just think about what you would have to do without this cool carrot harvester. You couldn't harvest such volumes manually in a couple of months. The Garford RoboCrop in-row weeder uses RoboCrop's robust video analysis techniques to identify individual plants for mechanical weed removal between rows, and most importantly, within the row between plants. In this way, the machine provides effective weed control throughout the entire field. And how did you envision harvesting arugula on an industrial scale? Fast transplanting of mature trees without damaging the roots is a reality made possible by specialized machinery. See for yourself how the process works. The self-propelled crawler mini machine will perfectly cope with any, even the thickest vegetation, so you can rest easy. However, it turned out to be a spectacular event. Everyone was eager to see how the new film stacker worked. And as you can see, it formed perfectly the mini greenhouses on the beds. Carrots can be harvested quickly and efficiently, and most importantly, with a minimum amount of manual labor. If you want to be able to do the job quickly too, you can't do without a carrot harvester, at least a single row harvester. How to dig up large trees, you've already seen, but now you're facing a technique with specialized equipment that is clearly different from its competitors in operation. It's not always easy to drill a perfect hole in the ground, but if you have such a small but reliable iron horse, then any task is doable. Just look at the force and power with which this technological giant with a pitchfork is dealing with an entire planting of trees. It even seems as if there are no obstacles at all. Fallen autumn leaves are no longer a problem for the owners of this new air blower. Well, or what else should we call it? In any case, it performs at the highest level. Once again, you have a high-voltage arc in front of you. With these characteristic and fire capabilities, weeds on the plot of land will no longer have a chance of survival. When you don't have extra money for expensive farm equipment, the main thing is not to despair. Here, this guy took himself in hand and came up with something for his land that can outshine even some professional options. A large circular saw mounted on a tractor can make a decent trench in concrete. A handy machine, I'll tell you, a bit dusty. This is what an ideal Chinese truck crane with a lifting capacity of 1,200 tons and an empty weight of 920 tons looks like, but it was developed specifically for lifting wind turbines. The worker decided to test his new helper and happily saddled up. As you can see, this caterpillar machine is going full throttle. Collecting green onions from the beds can be very difficult, but if you have a mechanized assistant, which once or twice will put all the stalks together, it'll be a pleasure to work. A hand tool for drilling the earth, and even with a motor, is still better than doing the difficult and labor-intensive process manually. Don't you agree? A special slicer will help you quickly deal with huge volumes of almost any vegetable. The main thing is only to adhere to safety rules and keep your hands away from the knives. For those who love and burn their own business, but do not want to undermine their health, apparently, something was invented for such a technique. After all, it really does make the work effortless. You'll agree that this is simply the ideal planting machine, and at the same time, a farm perching machine. With the help of all the attachments installed, you can prepare your soil for further work. This is a high-frequency vibrating rotor knife unit with motor, optimally suited for small trees and shrubs. It will quickly dig out what is standing in the wrong place. Harvesting combines may look very different from one another, but that doesn't change the fact that their intricate work is incredibly interesting to watch from the sidelines. It really is fascinating to watch. This is what the perfect tool for breaking up rocky soil looks like. Just look at the results. They're undeniably impressive. Have you ever seen a garlic planter? Well, here it is, right in front of you. The new side trimmer for small trees, shrubs, and hedges allows you to take good care of all vegetation and keep streets, gardens, and parks tidy.
Additionally, please remember to share, like, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our latest uploads. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.